So I'm just going to start with singing a chant which is with me a lot at the moment, just as people are arriving. So as you pick it up, you can sing with me. Towards the one, towards the one, towards the one, towards the one, united with all, united with the one. So that beautiful melody comes from my friend Joy Azima. Some of you know her from France, and it's a setting of some of the words from the Sufi invocation of Hazrat Inayat Khan. So, friends, let's put yourself on gallery view for a moment and have a look at the faces who are here. Let's connect. Let's reach out with our hands, connecting through time and space, across the time zones, across the planet. Taking hands across the space and say the invocation together. Towards the One, the perfection of love, harmony and beauty, the only being, united with all the illuminated souls who form the embodiment of the Master, the message, the mystery, the miracle, the Mother, the Spirit of guidance. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We begin in the name of the only being who is all mercy, all compassion. So I think some of you have seen my email about today's session, reminding you that today is the anniversary of the birth of Murshid Sam, Sufi Murad Ahmed Chishti, the originator of the dances of universal peace, Sufi teacher, Zen master, and master of many traditions, unifier of many traditions. And I love to honour his gift to the world with gratitude. So let's do a dance that he would often use to begin his dance meetings. So very simple words: Allah, Allah, unity, Allah. And then we say Rahman, the sun of love, and Rahim, the moon of love. This is how the melody goes. Allah, 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 it, very simple. And so we're going to begin, and I do invite you, if you have room and if you have the energy, to stand up and move your body. But if you need to stay seated or lying down, of course that's absolutely fine. I'm going to start moving around my room though. So Allah, we walk to the right. Try and find the right chords there. So walking to the right, and then Rahman, we're continuing to walk, and it's as if we're holding hands in the circle. So let's keep connected with the other people who are dancing here today. Rahman, the arms come up. Rahim, the arms come down, and we can really connect those movements together. So we're being breathed up. The circle together, the arms are coming up and coming down again as we move. So we'll do that a few times. And then I'll call out one turn, and we'll turn on Rahman, Rahim, turn to the right. And then maybe we'll go up to 2 turns or even 3. Let's see what happens. So, beginning with 10 Allahs, walking to the right. Allah, 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 Allah. Ameen. So some of you know that we've been working our way on these Tuesdays through the 99 names of the Beloved, and by a beautiful synchronicity, the name that we've reached tonight, which is number 98 out of 99, is Ya Rashid, the guide. And a version of this name Rashid, the one who brings through this guidance, is Murshid, and this is the title that was given to Murshid Sam, Samuel Lewis. It's the title for a senior Sufi teacher. So I thought it would be wonderful to connect with his guidance through this practice of Ya Rashid. So just to continue my tradition in the way I've been working with this, I'll read a little bit from the book, The Physicians of the Heart. Physicians of the Heart. I don't know if you can see that. And if you don't know this book already, I heartily recommend it to you. So here's what the book says in the short version about Ya Rashid. Ar-Rashid is the state of unerring guidance that is infinitely and in an unlimited way manifesting into each and everything. Infinite guidance manifesting unlimitedly into each and everything. And the word for the one who is constantly evolving so that they can manifest this state is Murshid. Ar-Rashid brings an established and clear consciousness that balances inner experience and worldly life. The practice of Ar-Rashid brings an established and clear consciousness that balances inner experience and worldly life. To discern and communicate a wisdom that addresses the specific needs of individual souls, the quality of divine guidance must be brought into a particular focus. Ar-Rashid is the emanation of guidance that has the clarity and capacity to discern and communicate healing wisdom to all types of human beings. It brings hope to humanity. So to connect with this quality of unlimited, infinite guidance manifesting through each and everything at all times, the hope for humanity. Let's connect with this through practicing Ya Rashid, oh guidance, calling on this guidance. And then I think we'll also pair that with Ya Murshid, Ya Rashid, Ya Murshid. And so we're through that connecting with specifically with the guidance of the Murshids, these inspired teachers, and for me particularly today that focus is with Murshid Sam, but you can also bring in any other of your guides and teachers that you wish to connect with that. So this guidance which manifests in everything, everybody is our teacher, everyone, every situation is our teacher. And there are those that we love to call our teachers as well. So Ya Rashid, Ya Murshid, 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 Ya Rashid, Ya Murshid. So let's breathe in Rashid, this divine guidance, unlimited, infinite, manifesting in every being, in every situation, in everything. And breathing out, Ya Murshid, the one who is able to bring this guidance through as hope for humanity. May we all be Murshids for each other. And letting those words fall away and just opening with the breath to the flow of guidance. The guidance that's always available to any of us when we remember to open to it. The guidance that comes through everyone we meet, through every situation. The guidance that is hope for humanity. Ya Rashid, Ya Murshid. So I want to share with you some words that Murshid Sam wrote. He wrote these words as commentary on a statement from his teacher, Hazrat Inayat Khan. I've been meditating on these words a lot in the last week or two. So the phrase that Hazrat Inayat Khan wrote was, when in ourselves there is inharmony, how can we spread harmony? When in ourselves there is inharmony, how can we spread harmony? And this is the commentary from Murshid Sam. The best way to develop strength is to achieve unity. This comes out of the practice of concentration. Concentration need not be limited to a few minutes a day or a week when one performs some exercise given in the teachings. Concentration may be practiced every hour, every minute, every breath, especially through Darood. So Darood is a particular practice which I'll explain in a moment. And Murshid Sam says, when we practice in this way, in every hour, every minute, every breath, then one does not have to seek unity. Unity will seek one. And there's a saying that we just take one step towards Allah, one step towards unity. Allah takes 10 steps towards us. Allah, or 100, comes rushing towards us. Unity comes when we start to move towards it. So this practice of Darood that Murshid Sam mentions, he was very fond of this practice, and by that phrase, usually traditionally it just is a word for prayer or practice. But he meant specifically the practice of keeping the phrase towards the one in our awareness, so keeping it on the breath. This first line of the invocation that we started with today, towards the one. And so he recommended that every time you remember, you come back to breathing in towards the one and breathing out towards the one. And if you like, you can use that to balance the in-breath and the out-breath by keeping a steady rhythm. But please practice it at a speed and a pace that's comfortable for you, for your breath. Placing it, as we say, in the swing of the breath, breathing in towards the one and breathing out towards the one. And the beauty of this practice is that the breath is always with us. So really, 100, 1,000 times a day, we could remember to come back to breathing towards the one. And yes, we'll forget 100 times and 1,000 times, and that's fine. And then come back to it again. And gradually over time we can begin to associate the taking of that breath with this phrase, moving towards unity. So I really invite you to take this practice on as we're here together during this session, and maybe even to take it on into your lives from this point. Coming back to that phrase, breathing in towards the one, breathing out towards the one. And noticing when you forget, with kindness and compassion to yourself. Oh, I forgot. Here we are again, towards the one. Towards the one. So Murshid Sam also recommended that we could take this as a walking practice. Again, you can use it to match your breath with the rhythm of your steps, your intention, coming into unity on the inside, uniting all of those often squabbling parts inside, or parts that are not at ease with each other, bringing them into unity, so that as we breathe out towards unity, we can bring inner harmony to the world. This is how we can become peacemakers. So I invite you to practice that now with me. Let's stand up and just move in the space that you have. It's ideal if you can take 4 steps in one direction, and you can always turn around and take 4 steps in the other direction. Breathing towards the one and stepping towards the one. So we'll match the stepping to the speed of your breath. May not be the same as mine, so go with your own speed. But it's going to look something like this. Towards the one. Towards the one. Breathing in one phrase and breathing out a phrase. Maybe you need to go slower or quicker. ready, come back and sit down. And let's continue to breathe this Darood towards the one in, towards the one out. Murshid Sam used to say about the breath is an absolute, profound and pure way of communication from all planes of existence to other planes. As we breathe in towards the one and breathe out towards the one, let's reflect on that. An absolute, profound and pure way of communication from all planes of existence to other planes. This breath that's breathing through us is not just the physical breath which nourishes our body with oxygen and other gases. It's also the means by which prana, life force, travels from all the planes of existence into this physical body. So let's let this breath of unity, this Darood, lead us into awareness and concentration on the heart space. And as you feel your breath massaging and soothing your heart center, dropping deeper into this center of feeling, allowing the breath to connect with the plane of emotion and feeling, bringing unity to that plane, towards the one, towards the one. And as you drop into this plane of feelings and emotions, it's likely that things may come into your awareness that are in disharmony, that are not in unity. Feelings of discomfort, Just keep breathing towards the one. Bathing this heart space with loving unity. Any emotions that arise, maybe they're emotions of joy and peace and love, or maybe they're emotions of sadness, fear, grief, whatever arises in the heart, breathing into that towards the one. Gently and patiently massaging the heart with the breath. Amen. Maybe it's time to bring in another dance at this point. So again, using the same words from the invocation, this Darood, towards the one, towards the one. And then we add another phrase, the perfection of love, harmony and beauty. Towards the one, towards the one. The perfection of love, harmony and beauty. The only being united with all. There we are, it's there somewhere. Towards the one, towards the one, the only being united with all, the perfection of love, harmony and beauty, the only being the perfection of love, harmony and beauty, the only being united with all. Are we okay with those words? Towards the one, the only being united with all, the perfection of love, harmony and beauty, the only being united with all. So, beautiful dance from Amida Harvey, those of you that know him. So I'm going to show you some movements for this as well. We're going to have to modify it a little bit to do it on Zoom. There's a lovely movement with a partner where we come up with our right hands to meet each other, this beautiful scooping movement up to each other, and then the left hand comes in to join that. So, you can do this towards all of us on the screen. You can choose one of the faces on the screen to choose to dance with each time, or you can invite somebody into your room, somebody that you'd like to bring into unity or to come into unity with, using this as a practice for yourself. So I'll stand up so that you can see how it looks. Towards the one, towards the one. And then we open out like this in a sort of W shape, you can see. And we would be standing with our hands, the edges of our hands touching around the circle. So just use your imagination to feel that touch on the edge of your hand of the people next to you around this virtual circle here. And we're going to just sway to the right and to the left. United with... hang on. The only being united with all. There we go. And then we're going to be turning. Sorry, I've got that a bit mixed up. It goes like this. The only being united with all. So we bow with our hands on our hearts. That's it. And then we're going to take our partner, bring them into the room with us and make a turn with them. So it goes like this. The perfection of love, harmony and beauty. So we're bringing down that harmony and beauty into this space. And then again swaying. The only being united with all. I'll just go all the way through that again. You can practice it with me. So choosing a partner. Towards the one, towards the one, the only being united with all, the perfection of love, harmony and beauty, the only being united with all. So, bringing this beautiful practice toward the one, bringing unity to our spaces wherever we are, connecting with each other and calling in anybody that we could benefit from greater unity with, internally or externally. We can call out parts of our being and bring that in as well. Oops. Here we go. United Returning to breathing in towards the one, breathing out towards the one. So Murshid Wali Ali was a student of Murshid Samuel Lewis, and he has developed a beautiful breath practice which takes this toward the one practice even a step further. I'd love to share that with you now. It's a beautiful example of how these things evolve from one guide to another. So he calls this practice the garment of light. We're going to be using the whole of the Sufi invocation on the breath and drawing it around us as a garment of light, a cloak of protection. So for those of you that are not so familiar with the Sufi invocation, I'll speak it out at my pace and you can follow me, but if you know the words, feel free to practice this at your own speed. But the idea is to breathe in the first half. So we breathe up from the earth, feeling our feet rooted on the earth, drawing up the prayer towards the one, the perfection of love, harmony and beauty, the only being, all the way up to the crown. And then breathing out, coming down the body, this garment of light, this cloak of protection, united with all the illuminated souls who form the embodiment of the Master, the Spirit of guidance. So, as I say, I'll speak the words out loud and guide that breath a few times through, but feel free to do it at your own speed. So, connecting with the earth, feeling your feet grounded, feeling the support from underneath, drawing the breath up, in, up through the body to the crown, towards the one, the perfection of love, harmony and beauty, the only being. And breathing out, coming down, this garment of light, cloak of protection, united with all the illuminated souls who form the embodiment of the Master, the Spirit of guidance. And again, breathing in, up the body, towards the one, the perfection of love, harmony and beauty, the only being. And breathing out, gathering this garment of light, united with all the illuminated souls who form the embodiment of the Master, the Spirit of guidance. Breathing in, drawing up the body towards the one, the perfection of love, harmony and beauty, the only being. Breathing out, united with all the illuminated souls who form the embodiment of the Master, the Spirit of guidance. Feeling it as this garment of light, this cloak of protection. Let's do it 2 more times. Breathing in, starting at the earth, breathing upwards. Towards the one, the perfection of love, harmony and beauty, the only being. Breathing down and out, united with all the illuminated souls who form the embodiment of the Master, the Spirit of guidance. And one more time, towards the one, the perfection of love, harmony and beauty, the only being. United with all the illuminated souls who form the embodiment of the Master, the Spirit of guidance. Again, just returning to your natural breath. Breathing in towards the one, breathing out towards the one. And noticing how you feel. So let's scan the physical body and notice any places that are holding tension. And when you notice some tension, just breathing towards the one, into that place. No need to do anything, just breathing towards the one. Check the elbows and the shoulders and the hips. Checking the neck. And the jaw. The scalp. The forehead. The eyes and the ears. Following the breath down into the chest and into the belly. Any tension in the spine, breathing towards the one. And dropping further into the legs, knees, ankles, feet. Feeling the arches of the feet and the toes, any tension, breathing towards the one. Let's do one more big breath in, all the way from the feet to the crown, breathing in towards the one, the perfection of love, harmony and beauty, the only being. Breathing out all the way down the body, united with all the illuminated souls who form the embodiment of the Master, the Spirit of Guidance. Ameen. wanted to give us a chance to practice with this spirit of guidance, this Ya Rashid, becoming Murshids, becoming ones who can bring this guidance through. And it's interesting, we talk about this chain of illuminated souls, and we're all part of that chain of illuminated souls. And this dance actually comes from a student of Murshid Wali Ali. This is Murshid Alauddin. So, here we have this chain of teachers and students bringing through guidance. So, going back through the chain of souls to Murshid Sam. Here's some names for guidance in Arabic. Ya Mulhim, Ya Hadi, Ya Rashid, Ya Mulhim, Ya Hadi, Ya Rashid. So I'm going to put those in the chat so that you can just have a look at them if you're a visual type person. Ya Mulhim, Ya Hadi, Ya Rashid. All different kinds of guidance, more specific or more general, but we know about Ya Rashid as being this infinite guidance that comes through every situation. Every person we meet is our guide. Guidance is available to us via the breath in any moment. We connect with the spirit of guidance. We're also going to say Hu Allah. And of course, as we know, Allah simply means unity. That's how Murshid Sam translated it. Coming into unity, into harmony. Here's the melody. Ya Mulhim, Ya Hadi, Ya Rashid. Ya Mulhim, Ya Hadi, Ya Rashid. Lots of repetition, but it's a real chance to get into that state where we're really opening to receive this spirit of guidance coming through each one of us, coming through. So if you choose to join me with movements, we're sidestepping first to the right and then to the left, and then we're going to be turning on the Hu Allahs. So it looks like this, sidestepping to the right. Ya Mulhim, Ya Hadi, Ya Rashid. And a little lean back to receive that guidance. And then we go to the left. Ya Mulhim, Ya Hadi, Ya Rashid. And leaning back. Ya Mulhim, Ya Hadi, Ya Rashid. Ya Mulhim, Ya Hadi. Ya the right. So Murshid Sam devoted his life to developing this quality of Rashid, this opening to guidance, coming into unity so that he could receive the voices of guidance. His life was not always filled with unity. There was a certain amount of disharmony at many points, and through all of this he worked and strove and studied and learnt and practiced and opened to receive the guidance and to come into unity towards the one, towards the one, towards the one. And at the end of his life he was rewarded by being surrounded by his faithful, loyal students who really appeared in the last few years of his life. But from that time was born this incredible richness of the dances of universal peace, which touch us all here today. And these beautiful practices that have come through Sam, through the Sufi Ruhaniyat, and continue to be shared by many beautiful teachers around the world. So with all deep thanks to Samuel Lewis, Murshid Sam, Sufi Ahmed Murad Chishti, for all of his lifetime of dedication, for all of the gifts that he brought to us, which we are still benefiting from and still appreciating. Ya Murshid. Thank you, Sam. We're going to close today with his Zikr devotional dance. So we use the version of the Zikr phrase which Murshid Sam taught, La ilaha illallahu. Nothing exists except unity. That's how he translated that. I'm going to put it in the chat. And we also, after a while, we change the first word. We change it to illaha, illallahu. And then we change it again to hu illaha, illallahu. And finally we just sing hu, 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 hu. So if we were all in the same room dancing together, we'd begin holding hands. As we change to il, we step closer and link elbows. As we change to hu, we step closer and put our arms around each other. So I invite you to maybe each time we change the words to come just a little bit closer to your screen so that we feel we're seeing each other more closely. We're coming deeper into connection together. Opening your hearts more and more to each other. Yeah, so we can really come as close as possible and finish really connected like that. So here's the melody, and I'll show you the movements afterwards. We can do them seated if you want to. La ilaha illallah. one time through. So we have the low melody twice, and we have the high melody, and we go back to the low melody again. And we're sweeping the heart from left to right, creating this beautiful container of heart. La ilaha, and then we plunge into it. El illahu, deep into this cup of love. La ilaha, el illahu. Now if you're standing at this point, then you can turn on the high phrase, turn to the right. La ilaha, el illahu. And then returning for the final phrase. La ilaha, el illahu. So here we go, standing or seated as you choose. La moving to who. Just sing who. We'll do this same gesture all the way through.
Ooh.
And if you remember, you could breathe towards the one. Amen. So let's close by sending out these blessings, any merit that's been accrued here, any unity that we've achieved together, let's send it out for the benefit of all beings. And this melody was written by Murshid Sam's great friend, Joe Miller. The words were ones that Sam used throughout his life. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. Peace. 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 So I'm just adding this beautiful photograph of Sam, spotlighting that so you can all see it. Thank you, Samira, for holding him up. Beloved Sam, Ya Murshid, thank you. Peace and blessings to all of you. Towards the one.